You have a skincare routine. You use serums, SPF, maybe you get treatments done. But there's one thing that no product, no procedure, and no supplement can replace. And it only works while you're asleep. I'm not talking about your nighttime skincare. I'm talking about what happens inside your body, at a cellular level, every single night. When this biological mechanism works properly, your skin repairs itself, produces collagen, and fights aging. When it doesn't, your skin ages faster than it should. And most people never connect the two. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what happens to your skin during sleep, hour by hour, and what the science says about what happens when that sleep is disrupted. Your skin isn't passive at night. It has its own internal clock, a circadian rhythm, that coordinates repair, cell renewal, and antioxidant defense in sync with the light-dark cycle. During the day, your skin is in defense mode. It produces more sebum, activates UV barriers, and manages oxidative stress. At night, it shifts entirely into repair mode. Cell turnover accelerates, collagen is synthesized, and the oxidative damage from the day gets corrected. This is not optional. It runs on a precise biological schedule. And anything that disrupts your sleep, whether it's duration or quality, throws that clock off and impairs every single one of these functions. Growth hormone, the overnight rejuvenator. The first mechanism involves growth hormone, GH. This isn't just for athletes or adolescents. GH is critical for tissue maintenance and repair throughout your entire life. And your skin is no exception. The peak release of GH happens during the first deep sleep cycles of the night, specifically during slow-wave sleep. This is when your body secretes the highest amount of this hormone in the entire 24-hour period. What does GH do for your skin? It stimulates fibroblasts, the cells responsible for producing collagen and elastin. Without adequate GH, collagen synthesis drops. And without deep sleep, there's no GH. Research consistently shows that adults with chronic sleep deprivation have significantly lower circulating GH levels. And that translates directly into thinner skin, lower collagen density, and increased wrinkling. The accelerated skin aging you see in sleep-deprived people? This mechanism is a major reason why. Melatonin, the free antioxidant. Most people know melatonin as the hormone that makes you sleepy. But almost no one talks about the fact that it's also one of the most potent antioxidants the human body produces. Melatonin is secreted by the pineal gland in response to darkness. It doesn't just signal bedtime. It actively neutralizes free radicals, reduces oxidative stress, and protects cellular DNA. In the skin specifically, keratinocytes and melanocytes have melatonin receptors. When melatonin is present in adequate amounts, it activates repair pathways and suppresses inflammatory responses. The problem: artificial light at night, especially the blue light from screens, suppresses melatonin production by up to 50%. That means you're going to sleep without the antioxidant protection you're supposed to have. The oxidative damage from the day doesn't get corrected. And over time, that accumulation shows up as premature aging, pigmentation, loss of firmness, uneven tone. Darkness is your nighttime SPF. And it costs nothing. Cortisol, inflammation, and collagen breakdown. If you've watched our video on cortisol and skin aging, link here, you already know this hormone plays a central role. But let me bring it into the sleep context specifically, because this is where it gets critical. In a healthy sleep cycle, cortisol follows a predictable pattern. It peaks in the early morning to help you wake up, and it drops throughout the day, reaching its lowest point during deep sleep. This low cortisol window is essential for recovery. When you sleep poorly, that pattern breaks. Cortisol stays elevated at night. And elevated cortisol means collagen degradation, increased activity of enzymes called matrix metalloproteinases that break down the skin matrix, and elevated systemic inflammatory markers. This chronic low-grade inflammation, sometimes called inflammaging, accelerates aging across all tissues, including the skin. It's why one bad week of sleep can be visible on your face. That's not imagination. That's biochemistry. Skin barrier, hydration, and sleep position. Two things most sleep and skin content completely misses. First, the skin barrier. Skin permeability increases at night as part of its circadian programming. This is actually useful. It means your skin absorbs topical actives more effectively. But it also means transepidermal water loss, TWL, is higher. When sleep quality is poor, the regulation of this barrier is impaired, leading to chronically drier, more reactive, and more inflamed skin over time. Second, sleep position. This one is mechanical, but it's real. Sleeping on your side with your face pressed into a pillow creates compression lines. And with years of repetition, those become permanent wrinkles. They're called sleep lines, and they appear in areas that don't correspond to any facial muscle movement, precisely because they're caused by repeated mechanical pressure, not expression. Sleeping on your back is the most favorable position for facial skin. And switching to a silk or satin pillowcase significantly reduces friction. The sleep protocol for skin. Everything we've covered points to the same conclusion. The quality of your sleep is a skincare protocol, not a wellness habit, an actual part of your treatment plan. Here's what the evidence supports. 1. Morning light. Sun exposure in the morning anchors your circadian rhythm and improves sleep quality at night. Just 10 to 20 minutes of natural light in the first hour or two after waking makes a measurable difference. 2. Blue light reduction. 2 hours before bed, reduce screen exposure or use blue light filters. This protects your natural melatonin production. 3. Temperature. Your body needs to drop its core temperature to enter deep sleep. A cooler room, around 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit/18 to 20 degrees Celsius, supports that process. 4. Eating window. Eating late disrupts sleep quality and blunts nighttime GH release. Finishing your last meal at least 2 to 3 hours before bed makes a real difference. 5. Schedule consistency. Your circadian rhythm is trainable. Waking up at the same time every day, including weekends, is one of the most powerful factors in improving slow-wave sleep. These 5 shifts, implemented together, improve sleep systemically, and that improvement becomes visible in your skin within weeks. Integrative aesthetics starts from one premise. Your skin is a reflection of what's happening inside your body, and sleep is maybe the clearest example of that. No procedure, no active ingredient, and no supplement can replicate what sleep does for free, every single night when you let it work. If this resonated with you, I recommend watching the cortisol video and the gut-skin axis video next. They're all part of the same system. Links are here. If you're an aesthetics professional, start including sleep quality in your intake assessments. Your outcomes will improve. If you're a client, sleep is the treatment. Drop a comment. How many hours are you actually getting? I'll reply. And if this was useful, share it with someone who needs it.